Well, hello, ladies and whoa, whoa, wait a second. Where am I? I'm I'm underwater. What is this? What what is this thing? I, where am I? Th- oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Pirates have taken over Hope Springs. What is going on here? What is that tower? Where am I? This is so weird. Let me get some of this sugar cane because I have nothing else. There's nothing in my inventory, nothing on my hot bar. I don't have any armor on it. I'm naked. What is going on here? This is season two. Season two here on the Hope Springs server. That's right. We have reset the server, and we've got everybody here. They're all doing beginning of the server things. There's Degada and some of the other stuff. Tall and Happy. Cass is here. Um, yeah, it's a it's a new beginning, guys. All the other stuff is gone. My big slime farm. Oh no, my underground base. All my resources are gone. I don't even have a weapon. All I have is a piece of sugarcane. Um, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It really is gonna be fun. There's Barks. How you doing, Barks? Um, oh, he's got armor. I don't have armor. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting started here, finding myself some place to set up shop, and oh, wait a second. Look at that chicken thing. It's the old design. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to swap that around and make that lava dispense rather than sit there over top of those chickens because we won't get any chicken that way. That's probably one of the first things I'll do. Um, but yes, I'm really excited to get started here on Hope Springs. There's Tall and Happy, uh, season two. I can't believe it's a season two. I guess we got about 33 episodes. Oh, there's a skeleton over there. Guess we got about 33 episodes on season one, which isn't so bad considering it's my very first season. We got a lot done, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time to start something new. I think this season, here comes that skeleton. I'll get it with my piece of sugar cane. Oh, that was probably a bad idea, but it looks like Tall and Happy to the rescue. Yes. Tall and Happy takes care of me. Um, but I think this season, what we're going to do is we're going to go find ourselves a witch farm and or a witch hut, and we're going to make a farm out of it, and we're going to build our base into it, kind of like the witch farm in last season. I said that someone could have lived there. Well, I kind of want to do that this year or this season. So let me go out and look for one, and I'll be back if I find one. Okay. Well, no, I I am not looking for a witch farm right now. What I have decided to do is talk over a little bit of a speedy up bit. There's only so much punching of trees and gathering your first wood logs that you guys probably really want to see. But I decided to put a little speedy up bit in here of me gathering some resources and just beginning of the game stuff. I got my stone pickaxe and trying to upgrade to iron, and I can't even mine that lapis there. But yeah, this should end in a little bit, and we'll go into another speedy up bit because I want to show you something. I found a witch farm. Yes, I did. I found a witch farm and or a witch hut, and I stripped it out and started to make the witch farm. I'm going to use a water wash system. I found this online on YouTube, and I can't remember the young man's name, but I will look for it, and if I find it, I will put his link to his video down in the description, because it is his design. A little. I changed it up a little bit, but the premise is his, because his design is super cheap to make. Super cheap to make. It's easy to do early game. All it takes is a couple pistons, some tripwire hooks, and some redstone. That's it. I mean, yeah, you need string too, and then some blocks. It's a really smart design, and I liked it a lot. There is one or two problems with it. Up here you can see there's some glass in front of these pistons. Sometimes witches will spawn on the edge of the platform and walk directly onto the glass and not activate the farm to wash themselves off. Which only happens very, very seldomly, so it's not a big deal. And as soon as another witch spawns on the platform, it gets washed off. But another thing that's weird with this farm, which I don't know why it doesn't, but right behind those pistons, the extended pistons, is a piece of redstone that keeps it, or is a line of redstone like this that keeps the pistons extended. And when the pistons drop, it releases the water, and the water flows out onto the platform. But the redstone is right behind it. I don't know why the water doesn't run backwards and wash out the redstone. It must be something new in 1.9 where redstone has kind of like a little resistance and will push the liquid forward instead of washing itself out if there's another path for the water to flow. Yeah, so it's getting a little loud in here, so you may hear me speak up a little bit. People are yelling for absolutely zero reason, but if you hear it, please excuse it. But yeah, here I'm putting in some string, and then a little bit later you'll see all that land around the witch farm. I wanted to get rid of it. Put on the roof, just the typical 15 block roof where it goes out 15 blocks in every direction, so that the spawning platforms are zeros, block, and light level. There's the little teeny little creeper down there following me around. It was funny. He follows me all over the place. That's one of those mob AI things where the mobs track you differently than they used to. But I just do a little bit of clearing here, and the clip's about to end, so we will be back in just a few moments. See you in a bit. And we're back. Fantastic. Well, I've done a lot of playing here on the server without recording, and I did that because my hard drive filled up, so I need to get this video wrapped up and rendered so I can free up some space on my hard drive so that I can bring you guys some more content. Absolutely. So let's quickly go over what we have and what I've gotten done, and then we'll end this episode, and I can start fresh on a new episode. So you can see that I have finished the witch farm. Yes, there is something very, very, very interesting to note about witch farms in 1.9 in the latest snapshot, and that is that they are broken. You can only get 2 floors active without other mobs, and the witch farms are spawning 1 block too high. So originally I used the typical where you put the blocks on the roof and then the blocks on the porch and then just underneath, and it was spawning monsters on the top instead of witches. So I tore it all down and I rebuilt it all again, one block lower, because I thought, I realized that the bottom level was actually one too high. It was up here at I think it's 65 instead of 64. It's supposed to be 64, 70, and 70. No, 60, 65. Yeah. Anyway, it was supposed to be here just above the waterline, one block above the waterline, and then in the middle, and then up at 70. Well, when I did it that way, the bottom floor started spawning monsters. So there's no way to get 3 floors into this thing. So what I did was I slabbed up the bottom floor, and right now it's running at a 2-floor design. Hopefully Mojang gets that fixed, and the witch farm is becomes working again. But there it is. You'll notice if you did go and watch the tutorial from the person that created the farm, whose link is down in the description, you'll notice that mine isn't made of glass. Mine is made of stone. And the reason is because I wanted to decrease the amount of redstone light pollution. It was, it was... I can't get rid of it all because of the pistons and the piece of glass underneath, but it cuts it down a lot. So there's only like 1 or 2 blocks that actually gets light. With all glass in there, oh, there was tons of light getting in. And I also, up here in the corner, I added a little thing. The AFK platform is way up there. I used some dirt and I pillar up right next to this. Right from here, I pillar straight up, and then I pillar over to that glass thing, and I can look down. What I've done is I've taken the torches from the side here that activate the pistons, and I ran a torch tower up to 2 lights. So since only the top 2 floors are working, whenever this torch goes off, this light goes on, which means the floor is active and it's been washed away. That way I can see that things are spawning when I'm all the way up there. And you'll see I cut off all this land. Oh my goodness, this was nothing but this was all land. I called it this land. Now I call it water because I chopped it all down. I went through so many picks. And there's also something out here. See the over here in this pen I have some horses, but they're not normal horses. They are skeleton horses. Because for some reason, in the area that I'm in, right here... Oh, 2 of them are missing. Well, that's not fun. I had 4 of them. And 2 of my saddles are gone. Aw, man. Well, there you go, boys and girls. These things... I have a couple of name tags. Maybe I'll go down and name them. But, they spawn out there. Often. They're not rare at all. They spawn out in the water for some reason. I don't understand that. Probably another bug that they'll fix. But they spawn out there in the water, and if you go near them, lightning strikes them, and they turn into 4 of them with skeletons on their back, and it's really, really cool. Maybe one day I will get video of them doing that once I get better armor. Because I'm still, after all the playing I've been doing on here, I'm still in welfare gear. Right? I still just have armor. I do have a few good weapons. We have a donut or a gold farm that gives tons of XP. Look at that. I have 112 levels of XP. I don't have anything to enchant right now because I did my enchanting, but I did get this. I got this bow. Infinity, Power 4, Flame, Unbreaking, and Punch 1. And then I got my Knockback 1 sword, big deal. Unbreaking 3 pick, big deal. Unbreaking 2 shovel. Oh, man, and I still only have a stone axe. But we'll get there, peeps. We really will. Downstairs, let's go ahead down real quick. What we'll do is we will stand here, and I will go F1 and get a screenshot. F2. Fantastic. And let's run downstairs real quick, and then we will call it an episode. It's not pretty down there. I haven't done much because I've been resource gathering just to get this thing up and and to start some stuff, you know. I've been looking for diamonds. I haven't been to. That's why I'm still in iron, because I haven't been too successful with my diamond finding. But here is where the witches come to die. Right here. They fall down all the way down to there, past this window, and they die. And they leave their drops right over here. Yeah, when I'm AFKing, it does a pretty good job. And I have my chests here, my big collection of cobblestone. There's a couple dying right now. This is, you see, I've been up at the gold farm getting all those levels. I already spent 100 levels in from the XP farm and got a bunch of books, and I got my first round of enchanting. That's where I got my bow. But now I have 100 more. I'm thinking I need to get a cow farm so I can make more books. I only have 2 more pieces of leather. And I need to find diamonds. I really need to find diamonds. I've only got 3. But this is all my good stuff that I have. This is all I have. Got less than 2 stacks of lapis. Got a bunch of redstone. Not too much coal. Still have some hooks left over from the farm. Yeah, not a lot. So, I'm going to have to use those slime balls, because I only have 7 slime balls. I don't have 16 chests of slime balls like we did on the last server. I have 7 slime balls. I'm going to have to make a couple leads so I can go out and get some cows and maybe start a farm. But it's pretty raw down here. It's all caverns and stuff like that. I do have lots of plans. I have them written out in my notebook, and I have diagrams and pictures that I drew of how it's going to look, and it's going to be great. I'm really excited to get started. And I did do this. This is where I got a lot of my string. I found a dual spawner, but I hooked one of them up, and it does a real good job. Basically, it's just 8 blocks of water, and then 2 blocks here with water in each corner. I think it's like 9 or 10 wide, and this glass keeps them from crawling up in the walls. So they just funnel down. They funnel down here. Oops, I've got the piston set. They funnel down here, and then they start bobbing up and down till a second one comes, and then the second one comes, and don't make a liar of me. And they usually pop up. But after a couple of them come in, they will pop up there and get stuck. And then I just shut the lever here, and he fell all the way down. Oops, he got me anyhow. And I kill them and take their XP and their string. And there's also a string farm where they did the same thing. They took one of these cave spider spawners and just dug way down, so when they spawn they fall to their death, which is a pretty neat idea. I mean, all it does is provide string, but it provides a lot of string. So that's where I got my string for the witch farm. And oh, I'm getting hungry. I gotta go get some. I definitely gotta go get some food. Oh yes, I did fix the cooking chicker. Yeah, I fixed the cooking chicker, and it chicks plenty of cook. It really does. It works really, really well. And I've brought a bunch of it back here, so I'm not gonna starve to death. It's right there, and it makes stacks and stacks and stacks of chicken. I mean, it really does a great job. So I'm not gonna starve anytime soon, but I need some leather. So I think maybe we'll make ourselves a cow farm. And look for that in an episode soon. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am so excited to get started again. I really hope I find some diamonds soon, because I don't like wearing iron, especially in 1.9 where the combat is so much harder. I'm glad I got the bow, because now I'll keep things away from you with punch, and I'll just pick them off like Katniss Everdeen. No. like William Tell. There you go. If you don't know who William Tell is, go look him up and learn something. Okay, go look up William Tell and learn something. As the witches die in the background. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me today. I hope you had fun, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like. And if you really liked the episode, please consider subscribing so you can be informed of my future content. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We will see you next time. Ta.